we met on a whim because we weren't really a band that was playing before we became Highway 101. We were put together. It was just Curtis and I and Paulette. And we finally come around to finding Jack Daniels, the guitar player, and Jack was in the band then through those first 3 years with Paulette, and then through the first 2 years of
right.
The lovely Nikki joining the group.
That's right.
So we went through those first 3 years. They were great. Had, lots of success quickly, and that was all great. Got to tour with George Strait and the Judds and Hank Jr. and Randy Travis and lots of great acts. We'd spend it was very quickly a dream job. But then comes a point in time where we after 3 years felt like we needed to make some changes. Paulette Carlson, original singer, was doing some other musical stuff, wanted to do that. We felt we wanted to continue kind of pursuing what the highway path was. So, in 1991, we meet 1990, we meet Nikki Nelson.
Yeah, wow, that's been a while ago.
You were 18?
I was 18 or 19.
Mm-hmm.
Or
16 or...
I hope they're not doing math right now.
Yeah, because Curtis and I were 23 each for that year.
Yeah.
So we meet you.
Right.
You come in and sing with us.
Right. And I remember that I got a call from a friend of mine who knew Martha Sharp at Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And this friend of mine was told about the audition, and I guess, did Martha tell you guys?
I don't remember.
About me, or I can't quite remember how that happened either.
Yeah,
but
she played us a tape. That you signed on.
Okay. And so I got a call to come audition for you guys. And I remember at the time that I was sick. I had like strep throat or some kind of country funk.
Country something.
Yeah. And I went that day and I got a shot in the hip and tried to get well. And I thought I did horrible. I thought I had blown the audition.
You did.
Yeah.
You know, Martha, you had a record deal that day whether you were with us or not, because she was going to sign you to a record deal. Either way, she says if you don't want to use her in the band,
I was going to say, don't tell her that now.
If you don't want to use her in the band, then I'm probably going to sign her to a record deal myself.
So, then go along. We go in the studio with. I was going to say this. We go in the studio with Nikki. The first record was an album called Bing Bang Boom, which was one of our biggest singles ever. After we'd record that, there was a lot of this question, well, can you go out there with a new lead singer and do, rekindle the thing when that's a huge move for any band. It always is.
Well, it's an album that was kind of a transition because we had a new singer and stuff, and so we had to make sure that... Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm getting comfortable back here, man. We had to make sure that people still understood it was the same band, essentially, and just a different singer, and so it was a transition. But now... we've taken that little baby step. Now it's time to take some big ones, we feel.
Mm-hmm. Good. Well, I tell you, there are a lot of fans here of Highway 101, and one person, and I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, they say that they love the fact that Nikki is with the group, and they think it's worked out so well. Mm-hmm. Yay, nay.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Well, nay.
Do we personally, think so? Yeah, we're pretty tired of having her around.
That's what I thought. So. I'm trying to get you into the inquiry.
Yeah. No, it's been great. She's done a great job, and she's fitting in really well with us. And that's why, because of Nikki, we can take this next step with the next record.
Bing Bang Boom came out, and it was one of the most impacting singles. I still remember so often we would play that song, and just people would go wild. And we were like, oh my gosh, this is working. This actually worked. And then we got re-nominated for Group of the Year. We didn't win it that year, but we got re-nominated, which had never been done in country music history.
Highway 101.
We'd won 4 Vocal Group of the Year awards. We'd won 2 International Group of the Year awards. We had been nominated for the Grammys twice, or
twice for the Grammys. 2 or 3 times actually for Grammys. Because I think it was twice with Paulette and once with her. We got nominated for that.
So it was an amazing thing, but it was like, looking back now, it's like we all have been saying, it was so quick, and and you don't really have time to even really think about what's going on, how much change is taking place, or how much how it affects your life. But it was a huge thing. It's a huge thing that we're still all friends, that we've been, this long into it. Until now, until we told Nikki she would have a record deal anyway. We might not be as much.
That's great.
Not as close of friends as we were.
Probably not.
Yeah.
The one thing that's always been consistent, though, it's just been a no-brainer for me from day one, was even at the audition, on stage, it felt so natural. It just was like, it just clicked for me with you guys, and it's still like that now. Mm-hmm. The live, on stage live show is just so much fun, and it's, it's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
been like that all along.
It's the easiest part of the day.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
The 4 airline flights and the 2 rental cars and all that before that's usually a little tough. And in truth, making this Christmas DVD, CD has been one of the most enjoyable recording times we've ever had, too. I think.
Really has.
Well, it's no pressure.
Fun.
There's no pressure. We do whatever,
Mm-hmm.
We're here working. This is Cactus's place, and we're here working here. And it's we're spending the money on ourselves so we can do whatever we want. And there's no. It's just really easy. We take as much time as we want, and sit around and do this kind of stuff, and we should be, recording another tune.
But it's been very creative too. We get to just kind of take these songs. These songs have all been sort of classic, Christmas songs, except for a new one that we wrote. But and to be able to take those into new musical directions is actually inspiring us to make more music, more new Highway 101 music too, which is a great thing. So okay, you guys, thanks from Highway 101 for all the years.
Indeed.
Continue to want to see you again.
We'll see you out there.
And Mike, we can do this again if you need us to.
Not sure where to look.
We have to thank Mike Davis right there. This
Right
guy
here?
who's putting this all together. Michael Davis and his whole staff at Uptone Pictures have taken great care of us and taken great care in this project, so we thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
Absolutely.
All the dudes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.